I don't buy that for a minute. Yeah, we have things that happen to us that can stop us if we have catastrophic illnesses and so forth.
Sure,
and
some
I'm not
things that are
suggesting
beyond
that.
control. Right.
But I really feel that the most important thing for any of us at any time in our life is attitude. It's just totally important that we do a tune-up of our attitude. And in fact, yeah, I've been doing a lot of research for my book, and so I found out facts. But I know intuitively this is true also. A doctor at at Harvard, Dr. Ellen Langer, did a study where she advertised for people who were age like 80. And she had 100 people aged in their 80s.
Yeah.
And she got a monastery outside of town to use that for the lab.
Yeah.
And she divided the group so she would have a control group. And she took the group that was to be the guinea pig, so to speak, to this monastery. Now, in the monastery, they had it all rigged with the newspapers of the 50s, the old TV shows in black and white, the music of the 50s. They had clothes for them to wear from that era. And you know, they took it to its furthest extreme. They tested all of these people
Bringing
before.
them back in time, so to speak. Huh?
What they said to them, we don't want you to pretend that you are as you were in the 50s. We want you to be there. You be there. It was so curious that they checked their blood. This is a scientific fact.
I know, but I mean, 80-year-old people doing the mashed potato. I mean, it just doesn't...
Well, it wasn't even good, you know, when they were 50.
Okay, yeah.
But
anyway, so what happened?
Jack, what happened was their skin tone became better, their blood pressure went to normal, all of their vital signs went back virtually to the way they were in the 50s. And this is a scientific test, which proves then, without going into all the details of the test, that our attitude, it proves we should have that music around us, right? And those dancing, clothes and that dancing. Exactly, yeah. But it also proves that our attitude controls how we age. Okay,
when you went through your most difficult period of time, as you mentioned before, you've had ups and downs and so forth.
Yeah.
And we've all gone through with a little black cloud over our head or some real...
Oh, I was inside one for a while.
You know, right, exactly. Yeah. I think I've been in that same cloud at some point.
I'm sure a lot of people have.
How did you get past that, for example? How did you get past that period?
Well, my divorce from Al Wilsey is what really was the most difficult thing in my life, even heart surgery aside. It was so unexpected, and it was such a betrayal, and I had a child. I thought I had the best family in the world. And I almost killed myself. And I've written a book about all this called Whispers from God. And what happened
When you say almost killed yourself, you mean you contemplated suicide?
I sure did.
Yeah.
I sure did. I was so depressed that I really didn't think I had anything to live for. My self-esteem was in shreds. I was being crucified in the press. But a friend suggested I see a Dr. Sheila Crystal, and she taught me visualization meditations. And I didn't know if you've ever done that. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done the imagery?
No, I have not. Seriously, I haven't.
It was so powerful for me. I didn't know I had all those pictures in my head. And in working through my trauma with her, I started to see things in a different perspective. And in fact, that trauma in my life, the worst trauma in my life, led to the most fulfilling thing I've ever done, ever. I was given the work to work with children because of the threat of nuclear war. And I never thought about that before. And now I've been around the world 34 times with little children. We've met with world leaders from Mikhail Gorbachev. I mean meetings, not just how do you do in a photograph. With the premier of China at that time, Xiao Ziying, and Indira Gandhi, and then later her son Rajiv Gandhi, and Chancellor Kohl, and Mother Teresa. I could name drop like a crazy person.
Yeah.
But from that, you know, and major things were accomplished. So what I feel now is, for me, I had to hit that brick wall of my own pain to get to where I was supposed to be in life. and I really believe that. So it's different for everyone, I know, but it certainly worked for me.
I've seen film tape of you traveling around the world, talking to children. It was amazing that you did that, and I always wondered how that came about, you know, from the sort of, as you quote, socialite who wasn't really a socialite,
Yeah.
you know, all that jet setter who wasn't really a jet setter, to doing something that had so much substance to it.
You know what I think, Jack? I did a lot of things that had substance to them within the framework of the socialite label. I had my roundtable lunches where I brought people of all stripes together, where they're equal at a round table, to talk about things of the mind, the heart, the soul, and the spirit. I had people as diverse as, well, Alex Haley, right after he wrote Roots, Eldridge Cleaver, the revolutionary, Dianne Feinstein when she was mayor, Margot St. James, the cast off your old tired ethics, and then people you've never heard of sitting equally at a table to really, to be real. You see, I think the most important thing we can do is to be who we are and without pretense. And that then, you see, all of these things gave me the foundation to go and do everything else I did and have done, and more that I'm going to do in the world. Yeah. Isn't it a matter for you to embrace? You embrace.
Yeah, more to do is really something that I wanted to talk to you about tonight also. You have a list?
I have a quiz for you.
You have a quiz?
Yes.
Okay. And will I be happy to hear just a couple of questions, and so I get an idea what the quiz is all about? What is the purpose of the quiz?
No, you get the whole thing. You're on the spot, Jack.
I don't want to. My life is on the spot.
Let's be sure you're on the spot.
Yeah. Tell me the basis of this first.
This is a quiz. I call it the aging quiz. Where are you on the aging quiz? And it's about attitude and things that we do.
Okay.
That destroy us.
All right.
So, you ready for this?
I don't want to be destroyed, but go right ahead.
Well, you're not doing them. So and a lot of these apply to women, you know.
Okay.
Okay. Or stop it.
Stop it.
Illness, yours or that of others, is a frequent topic of conversation.
Sometimes.
Well, we all do that sometimes.
Sometimes. Fortunately, I don't have anything to talk about.
You say things like, I'm over the hill, I'm having a senior moment. What the hell does that mean? Or I must have Alzheimer's, I'm getting old.
You every one of those things.
Oh, Jack!
Who hasn't?
Well, stop it.
Oh, okay, I'm stopping it. I won't do it again.
Because if we say those things, we make them happen.
I understand the point.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do.
All right.
I have to tease you a little bit.
Well, I'm here to be teased.
Good. Your conversations are riddled with ageist and/or sexist remarks.
No.
Good. You wear a girdle.
Just when I'm feeling a little puffy.
The truth is out.
When I'm feeling a little puffy, I come in and then they adjust. Sam over here on camera adjusts me. Or Stu comes in and says, it's creeping up.
Adjust me too.
Okay. Next.
The point of that is...
What is the point of that?
Well, the point, that's for women who...
Yeah.
See, we can get stuck in an old style, an old way of being that labels us, hey, you